Welcome to B-Shape Fitness and Nutrition. So today we are going to be hitting one solid leg session. We're also going to be obviously recording the videos for our B-Shape Fitness YouTube channel, also for just, showing people out there different methods of training, muscle activation, and how to, just fully activate and get the full engagement on each muscle. But before we do that, supplementation, guys, supplementation. So I use about 3 different pre-workouts. And today for legs, I always choose my Predator Extreme from PNS. The reason for this baby is not just overall vasodilation, muscle pumps, but it's for the strength and the performance. Again, it's leg day, guys. We want to press as maximum as possible. So let's first get this baby in there. Oh shit, I need to restock. I think I've got like 1 serving left. That's bad. That's bad. Well, I can squeeze a little bit more than 1 serving, so it's fine. It just keeps scooping everything up. Now it's empty. Guys, now you know it's good. Predator Extreme, PNS. Let's get that water in there. Because I'm anyway going to drink my tablets with my pre-workout, because it's not just my pre-workout that I'm using for leg day, guys. I'm coming in fully prepared with full ammunition, because I want to get the best out of my session possible. But first things first, let's mix this baby up so that we don't have any problems. That's it, let's go. But like I said, we are not just going to be drinking our pre-workout 2 scoops for overall performance and strength. No. We're going to have our Pro Vaso test as well, because we want to increase and have our natural test production as optimally high as possible, while also increase in strength, performance. Let me just get those tablets out there. Also almost finished and I have to go restock. Boom, Star Pharma Pro Vaso test, guys. Amazing if you are off cycle. And then in combination with my Pump Star. Guys, this one does not just enhance your pre-workout further. It enhances everything, like literally the vasodilation, the pumps you get. It is insane. It's insane. So we're going to go 1 tablet over there. The reason being is why I don't use 2 is I combine it with the Pro Slurp 322 that enhances everything, also gives you a vasodilation and pumps, but it also oxidizes the fat cells for more energy production. So meaning, if you're on a cutting cycle or a lean bulking cycle, but you want to keep your fat to the minimal, it's a very good combination to add. Now, I usually add my Pro Alpha Draw as my anabolic to increase my nitrogen retention and to increase more strength and performance, but I realized that it's up, it's done, and I need to restock tomorrow. So, pre-workout and 3 of my favorites. I just forgot. I said I was going to drink my tablets with my pre-workout, but I think I was too thirsty. So the tablet is in. Let's get this pre-workout down. We'll wait about 20 minutes to 30 max, just to get everything flowing through the body, everything going while we're setting up. And then we're going to go hit 1 solid leg session. So guys, what do we say about it? Boom. Let's flex it out. So guys, we're starting off our leg day session with pre-exhausting the hamstrings. The reason for that for me is when I go over to the quads, I want to have the full dominant activation on the quads, with no more activation of the hamstrings. But what is assisted at that moment will then be more beneficial for my hamstrings. But first I'm trying to take off eliminate all the tension, everything from the hamstrings, so that we can have more focus on the dominant muscle that I want to target today, the quads. But all our sets we're going to be doing is 3 sets, not 4 or 5 or 6, but we are going to put as high and as much muscle activation and time under tension and intensity on that muscle as possible to get it to full exhaustion and full muscle activation. So we're going to start off on a nice light weight. 20 kgs will be fine, and we're going to hit about 15 to 20 repetitions. Now you see my foot placing is straight. It's not toes pointed in, toes pointed out, as the target in this 3 sets I've got here is to target overall hamstring, and not just on the side or the inner, but we will be doing it as we go on within our session. We do add different methods of targeting different sides. But now the focus point is overall hamstring activation. Let's increase this weight with 2 plates. Let's go up to 30 kgs from 20. Rest about 60 to 90 seconds, as we want to stay in that hypertrophy range. As anything more than 120 minutes rest is when we want to start building more into strength. But then we also have to increase, the weight and keep the rep range between your 3 and your 6 rep range, because the goal is then to target strength. But our goal is to have as much muscle activation, target all the fibers, to incorporate growth, releasing that hypertrophy, to stay anabolic, and just to get as much results by activating that muscle. So yes, we do go heavy, but we still try to keep that rep range there, as my goal is not strength, but it's more hypertrophy. So the next one, set number 2, we're going to be doing a rest pause. So a rest pause means 8 to 10 seconds, 8 to 10 reps that you're going to be doing in slow, controlled, time under tension movement to put as much tension on the muscle as possible. And then you're going to rest for 10 to 15 seconds, and you're going to pump out as much reps till failure you possibly can, to put as much intensity and tension on that muscle as possible. Rest 10 to 15 seconds, and then pump out till failure on the same weight, still trying to control the speed and the time and attention as much as possible. Now the goal is not just to rep out sets and rep out reps here, guys, but the goal is again to put as much intensity and tension on the muscle as possible. So I managed 7 on a failure one, as if I would have done more, I would have started using my posture and I would start overcompensating more on my glutes and my hips, and that I don't want. So as soon as you start feeling that your form starts going, then you know, okay, you stop there. Because the goal is to keep the tension on the primary muscle that you are targeting at that moment and to put all the intensity possible on that muscle. So hamstrings used to be one of my weak spots, but over the past years I made it one of my dominant parts, so much that my quads start lacking, but also due to me not starting to go as heavy or the different intensity methods. So my hamstrings started becoming the more dominant muscle, hence why I am pre-exhausting it once I'm going over to the quads, and then put on full intensity on at least 2-3 quad movements before coming back to a hamstring, but then it will be a stretching, more like a dumbbell stiff-legged or cable stiff-legged, but we'll see how we feel at that moment. But guys, for the third set, we're going to be doing a drop set. So up to another 10 kilos from 30. So we're going to be going 40. We're going to be doing 6 to 8 reps. I managed 6, drop 2 plates. My hammies is on fire. It's burning. It's screaming. Not gonna lie, that was 3 intense sets of pre-exhausting those hamstrings. So guys, get a breather, drink some water. Let's go over to that quads. So we are over to, as I mentioned, our quads movements, and we already pre-exhausted hamstrings, and now we're going to be going over 3 sets that I have chosen was the swing squats. The reason for this is it's to have a compound movement on the quads, but also overall leg development utilizing the hamstrings as well. So even though the hamstrings is pre-exhausted, it will still assist me in my compound movement, so for overall leg development. But we're going to start right with the first set, just to get that pump going, the flow going. Always press through the heels. Make sure that your heels never lifts and you never press through your toes, otherwise you're just going to put all the tension and pressure on your knees. And all we want is overall leg development. Let's go 2 more. I'm definitely going to feel my legs the next 2 days. And so we increase with another 15 kg plate. And the nice thing is, guys, you don't need to go superly heavy. Try to stay 60 to 75% in your strength ratio, where you can do anything between 6, 12 and 15 repetitions, because you'll still target strength, you'll target hypertrophy, you'll target endurance, and you'll be out of breath like me. But when it comes to the squats, if you really go heavier, then sometimes I do rest up till 2 minutes as well. But trying not to go past that range as much as possible. Depends if I really go heavy and if I need rest because of legs. But otherwise than that, I try to keep the weight to strength ratio 60 to 75 and just keep that tension on a muscle. That's all that's important. So let's go. So the previous one, I've got 12 reps. So the goal now is to get 6 to 10. Let's go. Up. You're gonna push 2 more. Quads are definitely on fire. I'm definitely feeling the pump. So I managed 10 reps. I could have actually done 2 more. So I'm not going to go up with a 15, but I'm going to go up with a 10. And then we'll be eating 4 to 6 reps. But let's get a sip of water first. And I'm back. Sip of water is in. Let's get my strength back. Some oxygen flow. It's the final set, third one. Now, you noticed on the first exercise, I've done high reps, rest pause, a drop set. I try not to do it on every exercise. Otherwise the intensity will be too much. So I try to change the methods. So because we're eating a compound now, I'm eating straightforward reps. So 8 to 12 hypertrophy, 6 to 10 strength and hypertrophy, and now 4 to 6 only strength and performance. And then we'll move over to another isolation movement on quads, but it will be more of a compound isolation, a leg press, because we pre-exhausted now the overall legs with the dominancy on the quads as well. Now we'll put full-on tension on the quads, on how we're going to place our footing to target certain muscles. This was now a kilo set. So we're going to take off these weights. We're going to start packing on the weights on the leg press, and I'll see you again. So we're over to our third exercise now, and going over to leg press. I'm starting off with 2 plates. It's 80 kilos, but guys, we're not going to have shoulder width placing here. We're going to put your feet narrow, close together. The reason for this is we want to target now more the lateral side of the muscle of the quad, as we are choosing the quad placement of activation. Now the first set is light, very nice high reps. Literally quads is on fire. We're going to increase the weight to 3 plates. So it's going to be 120. We're also just first going to race. Get an oxygen straight back. So we're going to add on the second set the rest pause method, where we're going to be doing 8 to 10 reps controlled, rest 10 to 15 seconds, and pump out till failure. On the third set, we won't be doing a drop set, but we'll seek to either stay the same weight or increase another one, but only press 6 to 10 reps. Remember the feet placing close together, more side, lateral side of the quad development. Quads are burning and they are pumped. And yes guys, we are out of breath, because if your intensity and your training is there, you only need 30 to 45 minutes a session. And then people say they don't have time to train. or to say they don't have time to get off of Facebook, Instagram, social media less. You know, we're all social media, me as well, but I still train. You know, you have to prioritize your importance at the end of the day on what you want to achieve. And I teach that to my clients on a daily basis. You know, being a trainer and nutritionist, still studying further. You have to practice what you preach. And if you don't try, there will be no results. And if you don't sacrifice, there still won't be results. So, woo! Third and final set, guys, before we move over to our next quad exercise. And then after that quad exercise, we'll be doing our final hamstring movement, as we'll be doing 5 exercises for today, 15 sets total. Don't let the low sets fool you, as the intensity was very high. So when I do increase the volume and more sets and more exercises, then I won't go as intense on the weight and intensity, and I will follow more a rep range structure. Woo! Let's go. 4 plates. Come on. As now the quads, the hamstrings, the overall legs are fatigued. So everything we put on the quads now is purely isolation and just 100% activation. So let's go. Woo! So guys, we're over to our final leg exercise and for quads, and that is leg extensions. As I mentioned, we already exhausted overall quads, hamstrings. Now we just want to have full effect on the quad isolation before going over to hamstrings again, but not a contracting movement, more of a stretching. So we'll be doing dumbbell stiff-legged deadlifts. Woo! Quads are on fire. Just going to increase the bench seat slightly up here. And then we're going to increase this weight. It's another 20. And we're going to rest our 60 to 90 seconds. But guys, we will also be doing now just a normal rest pause movement, 8 to 10 reps, rest 10 seconds, and until failure. And in the last set, we will increase again, but the same method as the leg press. We will not be doing a drop set. We will just be doing a 8 to 12 rep movement. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Five reps. So in total 13. Like I said, legs are finished. They're exhausted. But we have one more set left. I'm not going to increase the weight. I'm going to leave it on 40 kgs. And we'll be hitting 8 to 12 rep range before we're going over to the last and final leg exercise. That would be the dumbbell stiff legged deadlifts. Woo! Come on guys, let's finish this off strong. We got this. Yep. Woo! As I said, quads are finished, guys. Was 1 and 10 session, but I'll see you guys at hamstrings. So we're over to our final leg exercise, and it's going to be, like I mentioned, dumbbell stiff legged deadlifts. So feet placing shoulder width, guys. Hips out, knees slightly bend. Focus on that stretch. All the contraction must be on the hamstrings. And we're going to go 8 to 12 reps. Don't need to go heavy, as legs are already exhausted. Focus on stretch, contraction, and correct posture with movement. Oh, legs are so pumped I can't even flex properly. Got 2 more sets left, guys, and then we can call the leg session. Never rush your session. Always try to put full intensity in. Even if your time is limited, then try to put maximum intensity and, lower the set. But you'll still have full activation. One more set, and I'm definitely feeling it. Guys, if you do like my content, it's very raw, taken out of purely years of experience training, competing. Do subscribe, and I will continue posting. So let's give our last and final set here. You see, I'm not increasing my weight. As the first set I've done higher reps, 12. Now I only manage 10, And this one will be 6 to 8 reps. Boom. I think that's done for today. I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.